I enjoy going over the ingredients of the beard products that you guys know and love. But a topic I've never covered before would be the ingredients that last the longest. These are natural plant-based ingredients, and these ones in particular are not going to go bad as quickly. They're going to have a longer shelf life, and they can oftentimes increase the shelf life and the long-lasting impact of the other ingredients in that product. They're the perfect teammates. And we're going to break this into two categories. The first category is the better than average. If we have an average of 1 to 2 years of shelf life for beard product ingredients and beard products in general, the first category is going to be more than that. We're going to be talking in the 3 to 4 year range. That's fantastic. Well, the second category we can call the freaks of nature, literally, because these ones are 5+ years. Oftentimes indefinite, and we don't know if they will ever go rancid or ever go bad, and they absolutely make the other ingredients better, last longer, and in return allow that beard product itself to last years longer than expected, and they do this by preventing oxidation. The freaks of nature category is going to be a really fun one to cover. So if this sounds good and sounds like something you like to learn about and to discuss, please hit a thumbs up on this YouTube video. My name is Dancy Bearded. I would love to say thank you for checking this video out. I know this is not going to be a super sexy video. It's not going to be something that reaches huge views, but this is what I love to study. This is what I love to learn about, what I love to teach about. I love the fine details of beard products and really nerding out on them. If you're like, yes, 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 I promise you are in the right place. Please consider subscribing if you're not already, and thank you to those returning subscribers. So let's go over this first category, better than average. Average being 1 to 2 years. That's a safe bet. If you have a good quality beard product and you store it somewhere where it's not exposed to UV rays, not fluctuations of temperature, in a cool, dark area, you're gonna get on average, I would say, 2 years out of a product. But if you have some of these better ingredients, it can last even longer. And we're gonna start off with 2 common ingredients here. Now, before I even break down the exact ingredients, sourcing matters, the quality matters, the storage matters. There's a lot of factors. Is it refined? How refined is it? Is it raw and not refined? We can go into every minute detail, but that's just gonna be too much to cover. So we're gonna talk in kind of general terms here. As long as we can establish that, now we can go and talk about these. So the first 2 are the better than average category, and those would be castor oil and shea butter. Now, I didn't wanna make this just about beard oil because of shea butter. Shea butter is the ultimate butter when it comes to caring for your beard hair. I really believe that. There's challenges. It can kind of stink. It can have problems with melting and then re-solidifying again because it has 9 long chain fatty acids that all solidify at different cooling points, right? We can get into all that, but it's so good for your hair. It's just so dang nourishing, and you don't have a problem with shelf life. It's not gonna turn and go bad on you too quickly. We're talking 3-4 years when you get a good quality sourcing, good quality storage. Shea butter, the best butter, in my opinion, when it comes to treating your beard hair and really the skin and hair on the rest of your body. Just don't work it into the pores of your skin under your beard for most people. And then castor oil, that sticky, that thick oil, it's not my number 1 to go to, right? If I have a beard oil product, I don't wanna see it first or second on the list, but I do like it in there. We know that it can do great things for the skin. We know that it can seal and coat the hairs, and a lot of people with gray, white, silver, red beards really like to find that as a predominant ingredient. You don't have to worry. That's a 3 to 4 year shelf life on good quality castor oil. 2 thumbs up when you see those ingredients. Okay. Now let's get to the freaks of nature ingredients. And 2 of these you may have heard about and known. The third one might completely surprise you on how long it will last. Here are the 3. Meadow foam seed oil, jojoba oil, and fractionated coconut oil. What? Last one? Yeah. Let's talk about it. These are 5 years plus, AKA could be indefinite. We don't know if these actually have a shelf life. We don't know if they ever really go rancid, and we do know that they can make the other ingredients better. Specifically, jojoba and meadow foam. I can show you those make the other ingredients better. Fractionated coconut oil, we have some like clues and some guesses that it could do that, but we know it's not hurting anything. So let's break it down. Let's start with jojoba, because I think that's an interesting one. Jojoba is actually classified as a liquid wax. It's not an oil, it's not a butter, it's a liquid wax. It's a wax that at room temperature is liquid. That one is phenomenal. You'll see this in the majority of quality beard oils on the market, and it's not by coincidence. It doesn't have a smell to it. It doesn't go bad. It makes the other ingredients in that product last longer. It is a thick but not sticky ingredient to kind of give a little bit more viscosity and thickness to oils. Absolutely fantastic. Jojoba is a super teammate, and you should get excited every single time you see that on a label. The second one is meadow foam seed oil. If I were to start a blend, that is my first ingredient always. It is my favorite for all the same reasons as meadow foam or as jojoba, but with a couple of extras. Number one, it's only sourced in the United States currently. We find it in the Pacific Northwest, in Oregon, in Washington. Number two, it comes with floodplains. It is so easy to grow. It grows so quickly, so vastly. We can source this very easily. Number three, it is 100% cold pressed. The only extraction method we have right now for meadow foam seed oil is cold pressed. So you're getting it from the US. You're getting a great shelf life. You're getting the pure extraction method, and it's just something that just happens to be there. We don't even have to super plan for meadow foam seed oil. We just go out into some floodplains, harvest it, and we're good to go. Yes, and it's gonna make every ingredient better in there. That's so dang cool. Now the third one, I think the surprising one, fractionated coconut oil. Now we can talk about some people have reactions where it smells different for them. I get that. We can talk about coconut oil when those long chain fatty acids that has can cause issues clogging pores. Fractionated, we don't have to worry about that. Fractionated coconut oil, we believe, has an indefinite shelf life. We say 5+ years with meadow foam and for jojoba because we're like, we don't really have records of it going bad, but we can't really prove. Fractionated coconut oil, they give a solid stamp of indefinite. It's not going to go bad. It is stable in that blend. Whoa, that's pretty dang cool. Something that comes from nature. Now, to be fair, they are removing portions of it. They're removing those long chain fatty acids. And you're like, what's the difference? Think about coconut oil sitting in your cabinet, right? It's that semi-solid, semi-viscous material. It's not quite a real oil, right? It just has that solidness to it. Now remove that solidness, and what you're left over is that fractionated coconut oil. It is a great ingredient if you want something fast absorbing, something that's gonna get in and penetrate the skin, penetrate the hairs, not have a shelf life, allow you to be able to carry scents. And again, some people are adverse to it, but we gotta look at all traits with it. So, freaks of nature, meadow foam, jojoba, fractionated coconut. Really good would be shea butter and castor oil. Now, there's tons that are in the 1 to 2 year range. I don't think anybody should ever complain about 1 to 2 years when we're talking about shelf life. Less than that, okay, all right, we can start to factor that in. We can start to consider that if you have a big collection, if you are limited on your storage area and it's not ideal, those are things you want to consider. But I thought this would be an interesting one. I've never seen it covered before, and I love going into those types of videos. What are your questions? What are your thoughts? Do you have other ingredients that you love, that you know have great shelf life? There's others out there, but I just wanted to cover kind of the most common ones and the most, I don't know, extremely awesome ones, I guess would be the best way to put it. Can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts. Please remember, my name is Dan. You don't have to remember that part, but remember this part. Stay bearded and stay positive.